In this video tutorial, I'm going to teach you how easy it is to make a logo and signature stamp in Procreate. You can see I have my logo stamp here, and let's do an example one with my signature. So I'm just going to open this piece, add a new layer at the top, and you can see I've organized into a little brush library. I have my logo stamp, the signature I use with my Instagram handle, and then just my normal signature. So let's go ahead and say I'm gonna put this one on Instagram, and I want to put my signature on it. So I usually like to do it in a layer at the top, and then I can just stamp it right on and then center it if needed. I can adjust the size if I want it to be bigger. So it's just really handy to have to mark your artwork with your logo and signature. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to do is come to Procreate, and we're going to make a new canvas. So we're going to tap this little plus icon, and we want it to be high resolution. So we're going to do 3000 by 3000. And I'm just going to go ahead and rename this square canvas and maybe hyphen high res. And because we've already made it such a high resolution, we don't necessarily need to change the DPI if we're going to be using it for screen use. If you were going to use it for print use, you'd probably want to change that to 300. For now, we'll leave it at 72. So now you've got a nice square canvas, and you want to tap the layers panel, tap your background color, and bring it all the way down to black. Now on the layer you already have here, you are going to get pure white. And you can draw your signature, you can draw your logo, you can draw your IG handle, any one of those. You're gonna go ahead and pause the video and draw it in. I'm gonna just copy and paste mine in because I already drew it. And you want it to fill as much of the screen as possible. I try not to size things up because they get blurry. So if you draw it smaller, expand it to be about this size to fit your screen, and then go ahead and redraw it so it's nice and smooth. And like I said, you could also do your signature if that's simpler for learning for the purposes of this video. And then now I just want to center it as much as possible. So I'm going to edit my drawing guide. I'm going to move this all the way to max my grid size, and I'm going to change my grid lines to a size and color I can see a little better. So I'm just increasing the thickness and making them like a light blue. And now, looks like I had it pretty centered already. If you turn on snapping and magnetics, you can get it perfect with that yellow line. It can be a little tricky to get it both ways. There we go. Doesn't technically have to be perfect, but if you can get it centered, that is great. In your layers panel, make sure it's selected. It's your only layer, so it should already be blue, which means it's selected. Now you're just gonna 3-finger swipe down and click copy all. Now we're gonna come to the brush panel and click plus. You can either create a new brush set that you're gonna fill with your logos and signatures, or you can just click create new brush. Then you are going to come to the shape panel, click edit, click import and paste what you drew, and then go ahead and tap the arrow to say okay. So we do need to change a few settings to make sure that it's going to function as a stamp. So first one is to come to stroke path and make your spacing all the way at max. Next, you want to come to the Apple Pencil tab, and we're also going to set our pressure to max. So I'm just going to drag that dot all the way to the top. And I also want to make sure my opacity is at max, and it already is, so that's okay. And then last, I'm going to come to the properties. Actually, two more things. I'm going to come to the properties tab, and you can adjust your max size. So you can set it wherever you want. I'll put mine around 1000. You can also tap it and type in a number. And then I am going to come to preview, and I'm going to click use stamp preview so it shows up as a stamp. And then I'm going to change the size so that I can see the whole thing in my brush window. To rename it in the latest Procreate, you just need to tap and click rename. So I can call this logo, apply, and then I'm going to just go test it out. So this looks like an art piece I did not put my logo on. So I'm going to add a new layer, and then just stamp my logo. So if it's too big, you're just gonna use it like any other brush, and you can put it in the corner or wherever you like, and then you can always tap the N and reduce the opacity, or you can play with the colors. So as I did with this one, I just turned on Alpha Lock and I colored my logo letters. You could also stamp in color, of course, and then just change half. But let's say you wanted to do your logo in multiple colors. What I would usually do is stamp it down and then tap Alpha Lock so I can color right out on my logo without changing the background. And then you can just color right on it with whatever colors you want. Sometimes that's fun, especially if I'm going to make every letter a different color, and that works for any stamp. So this tutorial, we did logos and signatures, but this would work for literally creating any stamp. So when you're doing that first drawing here, whatever you draw in white is what's going to turn into your stamp. So I hope you found this handy, easy, super useful. This makes it super fast for me to be able to stamp all my work before I post it on social media or my blog. One last thing before I let you go. So if you open your brush and you go to About This Brush, if you, let's say you're selling brush stamps you create, I like to set it and I will import, I've got a copy of my logo saved, so I will add my logo and then add my Instagram handle because I use that for pretty much everything. And then you can even add your signature if you want. I don't because I feel like that's enough. And if you ever change your brush, you want to click Create New Reset Point, and then you can save it. So that way when you export it, that info of who created the brush is always saved. Why isn't it saving? Oh, I think my iPad sucked. Anyhow, you get the point. So when you do that, there we go. It was just being finicky. Now that will be saved. So if I were to share this and export it now, it would have the creator info saved in the brush details.